So here and there, I'll get a random DM or message or a comment on one of my videos that I post on YouTube about why I work out the way I do. They'll ask me questions about why I'm doing a specific exercise or why I'm using bands when I could use heavier weights. I feel like this is a video I've made in the past. I've talked about why I work out and why I train the way that I train. So this will be short, but I just kind of want to reiterate why I train the way I train. There's certain exercises that I do a specific way on purpose. Everything I do is intentional. I don't just do random exercises because they look cool or I see them on TikTok or Instagram and I want to just copy that. Although I do get some ideas from Instagram, but that's not why I do them. So the reason why I train the way I train in general is I'm trying to live by what my slogan for KBFIT is, right? Build yourself from the ground up. So pretty much I train the way I train because I want to incorporate my core strength more than anything else. So I am trying to get stronger. In terms of getting bigger, that's a plus if that happens. I do want to get bigger, but generally I train for strength in terms of total body strength. So I'll give a couple of examples of some of the exercises that I do and why that I do them. One of my favorite exercises to do, if you can't tell by my videos, is renegade rows. I love renegade rows because not only is it a strength exercise, but it's also a very big core exercise as well. So that's an example of one of the exercises I love. Another exercise that I like to do, another example of how I incorporate my core, is something as simple as a shoulder press or even an Arnold press, right? I intentionally do not use any back support when I'm doing a seated shoulder press or Arnold press because I want to engage my core. The reason being is because when I'm out in the world, you know, if I have to lift something overhead, I want to know that I'm able to do that without any back support. So a lot of the times when I'm doing like the shoulder presses, it's not that the weight for my shoulders is too heavy, it's actually the weight from my core. I have to tighten up my core, making sure I'm not arching my back too much to put strain on my lower back and hurt myself. I have to make sure I am utilizing my core. That's another reason why I use bands. Bands, they really help with the stabilizer muscles. Those are the muscles that are surrounding the spine, or not just the spine, all your bones, right? So I try to challenge myself. Even when I'm doing unilateral exercises, putting weight on only one side of my body, that's another way that I can incorporate my core because I want to make sure that each side of my body is as strong. Another reason why I do this is I know I've talked about this in the past, I have scoliosis. So with that curvature, with that lateral curvature of my spine, obviously there's differences in my strength on each side. And so because of that, I really, really want to make sure that my core is strong and is stable. Another reason why when you see me doing deadlifts, a lot of times you'll see other people doing deadlifts, they'll have that inverted grip, where one hand is overhand, other hand is underhand, right? Because you're able to lift a lot heavier. You don't have to worry about your grip strength giving out too fast. But because over time doing it that way, you're having a misalignment of the weight distribution on your body, I always just do my deadlifts both with the overhand grip. That's another thing that I like to do. And as you see in a lot of my videos, I incorporate bands even in my lower body exercises. And that's just to, like I said, add more core activation, glute activation, whatever I'm trying to add. So I don't just train myself this way. I try to train my clients this way as best as I can because it's all coming from trying to build from the ground up. Also because training that way will help prevent injuries. If I'm training my body how to move weights in different planes of motion, it's going to help prevent injury because when you're in the real world doing different stuff, putting things back, lifting things up, bending sideways and diagonal and all different types of ways, you're already training your body how to move correctly in the real world. Right? So I want to make sure that when I'm training myself and my clients, we're using all those different types of planes of motion. But I just wanted to give more clarification of why I train the way I train and how I like to train my clients as well, and how I would suggest the rest of you guys train as well. You always want to make sure, even though you might want, your goals might be different from mine, I would always suggest wanting to incorporate at least some exercises that are going to challenge your core stability, your core strength in general. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was informative. And so until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.